Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Age of Wonders 3 campaign, The Elven Court. In our last episode, we began Scenario 3, Faith Reborn, in which we are playing as Nomlik Trismegistus, the Goblin Theocrat. We've returned to the province of Zablor, which is where Nomlik was from. He had been excommunicated as a heretic by a person who was effectively sort of a corrupt Theocrat, that being Vorodicius. And after he was branded a heretic, he sort of gathered himself. He met up with Sundrin, of course, which we got to see in the last scenario. And now Sundrin and Groshak have journeyed with Nomlik to help him sort of bring his faith back to the people of Zablor and help them kind of free themselves from the exploitation of Gustav Gorsmog, the Dwarf Dreadnought, as well as the corruption of Vorodicius. So, in that first episode, we did get ourselves established. We managed to get control of a large number of these goblin cities due to sort of doing some quests for them. And then we're going to just push over and see if we can locate where Gustav and Vorodicius's territory is. Now, before we jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments is from Roge Tebnalok. Roge pointed out that since we are, after all, fighting a Dreadnought and a Theocrat, having extra spirit damage is probably not going to be all that useful for us. Might be better to focus on other means of damage, so say something like shock damage or physical damage, and I think that's a great point. It's just a really good reminder that we are up against units that are going to be largely resistant in one way or another to our spirit damage. The next comment here is from Chaos General. Now, Chaos had a large number of great points and suggestions. I'm just going to hit a couple of the highlights here. So Chaos is pointing out I shouldn't worry too much about that gold that I spent last episode. I didn't realize I was going to have to do quests with all of these cities, these different goblin cities, and so I had tried to make peace with some of them before I realized, oh, I just have to do a quest. And I did lose a bit of gold, but ultimately Chaos is saying it shouldn't make that big a difference. We should be able to recoup it fairly easily. Chaos also mentioned that I should probably continue exploring this swamp, as there are likely more goblin cities that we might be able to get control of before we kind of go fully to war against Vorodicius and Gustav. Chaos also mentioned that if we are really running into a gold problem, as you can see here, we do have quite a lot of upkeep to pay, and it's been, it's a good problem to have, which is we have a lot of units. I mean, you can see we've got, full stacks that are not even being led by heroes. We've just got huge amounts of units here. Many of these came along with our quests, where we were given, command of all these different units, which is wonderful. We've got tons to work with, but if we get into a position where the units are too much, or we don't need all of them, we could certainly release some of them so that we aren't paying so much upkeep. That would alleviate our gold problem. So really good point from Chaos General. I'm not going to do that right off the hop, but if it does come down to it, I could release some of my perhaps less useful or less strong Tier 1 units. Chaos General also mentioned that there's a good chance I'll be able to win this scenario by just using the units I've been given, along with maybe some units that I can convert using Charm or Convert with Nomlik's ability, and I think that's a great point. And also, the level cap for my heroes in this scenario is now 12, which is what I had suspected. It seems to be going up by 4 each scenario. All right, well, a big thank you to everybody for the excellent comments and suggestions. They are extremely appreciated. Let's jump into the episode and see what we can make happen here. So, last time we left off, we were pretty much right at the end of our turn, so I guess we will just end it there. Now, we're going to watch and see. I see there's some units of Gustav here. He did have a unit up north as well. This spy drone, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Looks like he didn't really do much with it. And then Vorodicius, I didn't see too much happening. Okay, nice. Some boots have shown up for Nomlik. That's great. I mean, they're nothing fancy, but it is nice to have the extra defense. Alright, so... excuse me. We did finish a builder's hall. We probably won't be doing a whole lot of city development just because we're going to be focusing mostly on merchandise to try to alleviate our gold situation. But let's not worry about production just yet. Instead, let's see if maybe we can Well, first we're going to regroup on this city here. We want to make sure we defend it. Now, this little swarm darter will probably not be strong enough to fight a spy drone on its own. That being said, maybe we send a couple of units. Well, I mean, I suppose we could keep them back to defend. We do have our throne here that's reasonably well guarded. It would be ideal, though, to grab this watchtower just to give us the extra vision range that that's going to provide. I think what I'll do, there are some production resources here. I'm going to grab them. Ooh, a wooden wall or warrens. Let's do warrens. That'll give us more unit production options if we end up needing it. Then we can retreat back. Now, I think what we are going to do is just send our main troop with Nomlik kind of right up the gut here. I think we're going to go down this road and see if we can get into the enemy territory here pretty aggressively. You know what? We could even send this stack in to grab that extra gold. Let's see what it's going to look like. Yeah, let's do it. Nice. That's going to help us out a little bit. Yeah, another watchtower there. So we've got lots of different places that we can try to occupy in order to give us that better vision range, which would be very useful. All right, so we've got our hero stack. I think we're going to split Groshak off and have him lead his own army. We've got plenty of units now to give him. So why don't we have him do this? We can even split off a couple here. Go like this. You know what? We can grab this with Groshak just so he's got full movement. All right, this city is not super well defended. There are a couple of evangelists, but I think we should be able to take the city without tremendous difficulty, given that we've got such powerful stacks here, led by our two heroes. We've even got some goblins to assist. This is kind of overkill, but as they say, there is no kill like overkill. Okay, so name of the game here is just going to be trying to minimize any damage to us while maximizing the killing of the enemy units here. We could try maybe to get a hold of these human halberdiers using charm, but the evangelists should have mind control immunity if I'm not mistaken. They do, yeah. So there's not going to be much benefit in trying to acquire units, so we are really going to just focus on fighting. One thing we have to watch out for is these conversion attempts will probably be used to try to influence some of our units. So I'm just trying to see what would be best. I think Groshak could probably start just pounding them with Magic Fist here. Yeah, let's just start hitting the Evangelists. Again, they are our biggest threat. You know what? I'm even happy to just let them sit back there if they want to. We can just hit them with magic until they submit, basically. Thankfully, Groshak has a ton of casting points. So he can throw this 4 separate times if we really want to. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just keep blasting. That should kill this unit if we hit 2 more times. There we go. And then we can move up. It'll be much easier with one less evangelist, just because, and a good level up for him. Now there's less chance of our units getting mind controlled. They're only going to have one chance to do it, and I'm hoping we should be able to resist it. And if we don't, it'll just be a single unit that gets mind controlled, as opposed to potentially 2. And I mean, yes, I did spend a lot of casting points there, but I don't think Groshak is going to be fighting anybody until next turn, probably, so I don't think it's a problem. All right, so They've put themselves in a position where we should be able to attack them here. Thing I suppose we could do. Go up like this with Sundrin. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about trying to charm them. Let's just get the heavy damage in there. That's great. Oh, it's too bad. Quite in range. There we go. That's pretty good damage, though. And then everybody else is just going to charge right in here. There we go. Get some poison spit going. Yeah, and I think everybody else can just kind of hang back. There's really no sense getting everybody else involved if we don't really need to. Alright. Nice, there's a little bit of lifesteal, and that kills off that unit. Now what we've got left is the Evangelist, who didn't even try to convert us, which is kind of interesting. See, the Deep Guard can go in behind flank, turn them around, which is great. And then, let's see, we could go up like this. There's a big flank, and then not quite a flank there, but we can turn them this way. Excellent. That'll be a big flank, so let's make that happen. Get a war cry going. And then what I would love to do is step up and get a kill with my heroes for the experience. Excellent. Nice and clean. All right, this is a comment here from Voradicious. Nomlik, what do you think you can accomplish with that goblin rabble? I will not tolerate this. They need to know their place. Working for Leonis is their divine mandate. You and your rebels will fail. I will bring you down personally. This affront shall never be forgiven. Alright, well, Voradicious is not super pleased, but you know what? Too bad for him. We could release this one as a vassal. It would make the goblins a little happier. You know what? Let's do that. And we got a level up with Groshak, which is wonderful. Boy, he's got some powerful potential upgrades here. Just looking. So, again, he has lots of casting points, so we could give him some powerful spells. Harmonizing Energy is always a good choice. That does give us a pretty powerful healing ability. Spirit Shield could be good since we are fighting a Theocrat. He's probably going to do some spirit damage. I quite like that. Let's grab the Spirit Shield. I think that's going to be a good choice, given what we are up against. Dragon Slayer Party I would definitely be inclined to grab if we were fighting a Draconian opponent, but we are not, so I'm less inclined to grab it. As I said, pretty much all of our outposts. I think for now we are mostly just going to do merchandise. Really don't think there's much reason for us to push our luck when it comes to our gold situation. And we've got so many units, as has been previously discussed, that I don't think we're going to need a huge, heavy production presence to really make this happen. Go up here. Nice. Okay, I was unguarded. That's what I thought. Looks like there might be another city there that we could perhaps try to make contact with. Very nice. There's a sign here. To Valsaran Pass. That must be the name of this pass we're about to enter into here. Alright, so this little guy. You know what? We might as well head up this way. He can make contact. Back here, we will just camp out. Make sure our cities at least have some decent guards. And yeah, that's going to do it for our two heroes here. I think they're good. Blight Doctor, I hate to leave one behind. It feels like a bit of a waste. You know what? Maybe what we do is we split this stack. There we go. And we bring this Blight Doctor along for the ride here. Otherwise, this little stack can keep moving. Ooh, I should have left them next to the heroes so otherwise they could potentially get attacked and killed. I think they'll be fine, but you never know. I'm a little nervous about Gustav here, but doesn't look like he really did much. Now, Sanctified Sites is ready to go. This is a great upgrade. Treasure Sites generate additional happiness. That's pretty big, so let's do that. Yeah, that's nice. And now I think what we'll do is we'll start summoning cherubs. Because why not? That's going to give us just that much more scouting capability, which could really come in handy. Ooh, okay, there's another one of these spy drones. Ooh, and unfortunately, the terrain is not ideal for us here. You know what? We will just send the whole stack up this way. And then I think what we will do... Yeah, unfortunately, we can't quite get to the spy drone, which is annoying. Being in the water is kind of a little bit more challenging to get to it there. I think what we will do is we will just send our heroes over like this. And we might leave these two behind just to guard the city like that. Whoops, I guess it would be more like this. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave those two behind to guard the city. And then up here, now we could make a jump for this watchtower. I think what we'll do here is we will move up and make contact. Negotiate. You know what? We will let's see if maybe they give us a quest. We'll hold off on paying them because we've made that mistake already once, so no need to make it again. We'll head down here and try and grab this watchtower, which currently belongs to Gustav. Alright, and like I said, everything else just going to stay as merchandise for now until we are able to wrangle up more gold. I know I could set it to permanently be stuck on merchandise, but I want still the option. I kind of like when it keeps reminding me, just in case I want to change it. Okay, now we're gonna have to go single file, so we will have to be a little bit careful here. You know what? I'm gonna pull the Light Doctor back like this. Now, these units are just single units, so we should be able to kill them without too much trouble. So let's see, can we make this happen? Yes, we can. We might even try and just convert these units to see if we can grab some additional help here. This is always a great chance for us to level up. Martyr can throw on a Transfer Pain. Our Evangelist can throw on a Touch of Faith. There we go. And then we'll just let them come to us and we'll try for the convert. Now, they are in defense mode, so it's going to be less effective, but didn't matter. We got it anyway. Very nice. There's an extra unit to help us. Wow, this is a big city here. Huge domain. Looks like another city as well down there, so guessing we'll probably be able to locate the throne city fairly quickly here. Alright, we can attack this one as well. Although, being a dwarf, you would expect it to be underground, most likely. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did in that last battle. We are just going to let them come to us. Do some Touch of Faith. There's a nice level up. Transfer Pain. There's a Touch of Faith. Alright, and then let's try for a conversion. Wonderful. There we go. 2 more units. A little bit more gold strain on us, but that's okay. You can see when Nomlik isn't leading his army, it gets more expensive. That's because he has that vow of poverty, which is great. Alright, so, we'll go like this. Now, I realize that this stack will not get drawn into battle if Nomlik is attacked, but that should be okay. Dwarven Silver Thane. Infantry unit tier 3. Okay, this could get a little bit nasty if we're not careful. Alright. That's good there. This little guy is going over to guard the city. Light Doctor can just stay put. You know what we could do, though, is go at least like this. And like that. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and we will end it there. Gustav is moving. Probably, yeah, he's reinforcing his city, which is smart. Gustav is doing something. Just don't know what that something is at the moment. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a shame. Some roaming units are attacking us. Well, we won't be able to win that battle, so we will just let it happen in auto combat, sadly. Ah, here we go. Quest. Wizard has created monstrous beings. They have broken free and are pillaging our lands. Tell me more. Abort the abominations. That will give us a peace treaty and a swarm darter. I would be happy to accept that quest. Now, the only problem is we really don't have much in the way of powerful units up here, but we can probably assemble a bit of a squad. I don't think that would be too tall an order to get in there and deal with some wisps, if I remember right, and some satyrs that are running around. So why don't we bring these guys to bear? This city's at the very back of our area, so I'm not that concerned about it. I think it should be just fine. So we will have them move up. We'll send a unit like this to join up. This little swarm darter can grab this and then move to join with the other goblins that are coming to assist. And I think we will be in a good position to take out those wisps without too much trouble. Had a couple of our places grow, which is wonderful. If this one grows one more time, we'll get another gold mine, which is good. We're finally into the positive gold income, which means we might be able to start building stuff if we really wanted to. But we won't worry about that just yet. Instead, I don't know if any of our units can really get into the water easily to fight this thing. You know what? We could send, I think between 3 untouchables, they should be able to kill it. The only problem is it does have blight protection, which means we would lose probably all of them in the fight. Just thinking what would be best. Yeah, it's very annoying that it's in the water, because then we have to embark just to kill it. Which is not ideal. Alright, well, these guys will keep moving then. Grab the gold. They can scout for us a little here. Now, I don't know if there's an easy way to get through the mountains over here, so we may want to just turn these guys north and go towards the pass. Which is probably going to be our best option at this point. One thing I suppose we could do is break off a few of our ranged units here and have them fight the drone. Maybe send one melee unit just to make sure. And then the rest can go up this way. There we go. And we can even send a few of these guys back to join in with some of this stack here. We'll have these two keep exploring and see what we find. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Alright, so production-wise, we probably want to focus on maybe on our throne city or on our best kind of situated city, which, judging from right now, probably our throne, or maybe up here in Tergissus, which currently has the benefit of a magma forge, a mana node, and a gold mine. Again, it would be nice to grow our throne so that it does encompass this gold mine. Let's take a look. We also already have the... You know what? This would be a prime spot to try and do a builder's hall, so let's do that. That'll get us over 50 production, which would be very good for us. Now we will just do merchandise everywhere else. Alright, so let's figure out what we want to do with our main army here. So, I think we are just going to cruise right in here. Stay away from here, you filthy scavengers. I shall have to teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. My armies will drive you back to the swamp. Alright, well, we've entered Gorsmog's lands. Let's see just how strong his city is. I am a little nervous, that is for sure. Ooh, very well defended. Gustav himself is guarding the city. This is not his throne, but if we were able to take it, we could send Gustav into the void. A couple of silver thanes here, which are pretty powerful. They've got Rampage. Rampage causes this unit to prepare in a defensible position before it goes uncontrollable. Units have increased defense, movement, health, and 25% more critical damage. However, it doesn't obey orders, and instead, it will attempt to attack the nearest enemy unit with melee. It's immune to all forms of mind control while on Rampage. Interesting. Armored, it's considered a fairly standard infantry unit otherwise. Does have a bit of blight weakness, though, which is inherent, I guess. Alright, well, you know what? I think we just get right in there and go for some siege action if we can. So let's bring our stacks to bear if possible here. Our deep guard up there. Yeah, you know what? We will just position ourselves to get ready for this, knowing that it's going to happen. There we go. Yeah, next turn we are going to bring all of our units in to attempt this siege. Okay, so now we've got to kill him. Yeah, I think this is looking good. Even though we don't have particularly strong units, I think we will still be able to do some pretty good damage. Okay, we'll end it there. Keep an eye on... Okay, so we did produce another unit. Looks like a Boar Rider. The unfortunate part is that the Boar Rider is now kind of blocking what I wanted to do, which is cross this bridge. So we might have to scoot around to the north here. Like this. Like that. Like that. And then we should be able to engage this fight. Oh yeah, I think we should be pretty well equipped to take him down here. It's just a shame this isn't his throne city, but as I mentioned, being a dwarf, I wouldn't be surprised if his throne is underground. And I did see a tunnel entrance there that we can try and explore. Moving forward here. Alright, well, we'll send our Marauder around the side to maybe try and get over that wall. These Blight Doctors are going to be great because of their weaken ability, which is going to help us a lot. And we would probably like to get our Butcher involved. Now, over here for our main units, as I said, these Butchers are very useful, especially because they have that lifesteal. So we'll throw a Touch of Faith on there. We'll throw a Touch of Faith on here. We'll get Nomlik a little bit closer. The Martyr can throw on absorb, transfer pain. There we go, and a nice level up for our Martyr as well. Alright. This is looking pretty good, I think, so far. Deep Guard and War Grider here can get in position. Alright, let's see what Gustav is going to do. Ouch. Little musket shot. That didn't feel so good. Now, he is rotating pretty much, yeah, all of his forces to the left. And that makes sense, given that the bulk of my forces are clustered to the left over there. So, you know what? That's going to give us a chance to just start breaking down this wall, this gate over here, and see if we can get in behind. One thing I suppose we could do here is throw on a heal onto this butcher who did just take some damage. And then, you know what? Let's charge the gate with our War Grider. Nomlik can cruise over this way. Butcher can move up. We'll keep the Martyr over there, kind of out of harm's way, hopefully. Deep Guard is advancing. That Spy Drone may cruise out. I kind of forgot about it. May cruise out and try to blow up on us, which would not be the most fun thing in the world, but if it does happen, we will just deal with it. Alright, I think we are otherwise good to go here. So let's see what Gustav's going to do. Okay, coming out to fight. Yeah, alright, that War Grider's toast, but that's alright. Well, sacrificial unit here for us. We can probably kill the Spy Drone. Yep. No problem there. Alright, so now we can go after Gustav. We can go after this Silver Thane. We're actually in a really good position now. This is great. Unfortunately, our Goblin Evangelist does not have... Just seeing, what is the... Right, they don't have mind control immunity unless they are rampaging, so I think we should be able to try for... Just gonna go like this, and then let's see if we can get a mind control. No luck. Shoot. Worth a try. This Butcher does have Absorb Pain on there, which is great. One thing I suppose we could try is sending Nomlik in and going for another. Jeez, resisted both of them. Wow. It's kind of impressive, actually. Charge in there, get a flank shot, turn them around. Then, you know what, we can... It would be ideal to start attacking Gustav if we can. Let's maybe do that. There we go. Tanking the damage over there is our Martyr. We could flank them here, turn them around. Of course, now they are not in a position to be flanked, which maybe was kind of stupid on my part. That being said, I kind of want to help out over here, get a charge, and then stab them in the back, and then charge around and get the kill there. Perfect. Now over here we can do some pretty heavy damage, so let's step on up, get that weaken going, and now we are going to be able to exploit that for some heavy damage. Oh yeah. Very good. And then this should be not quite the kill, but pretty darn close. Alright, now this Butcher... Yeah, again, I shouldn't have used the Martyr to do the ranged attack. I should have used a melee unit to get the flank. That would have been smarter. There's a good lifesteal level up. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm guessing Gustav is going to, yeah, back off. Oh, geez. Nomlik taking some heavy damage. Alright, well, Nomlik might need to kind of pull back just a little bit and get a bit of a heal on himself here, so let's do that. You know what? We will bestow an Iron Heart. Yeah, there we go. Alright, our Evangelist here can step in behind and get a good melee flank. Really good damage there. Almost the kill, and then this should be the finish. Perfect. Right now, this Silver Thane here, we can flank. There's a wonderful kill. And a level up for our Butcher, which is good. Our Martyr can probably just fall back and make sure we're staying safe. Now our Butcher here can start breaking down this gate. And then we can get the kill here, no problem. Wonderful. Our Marauder is in behind the enemy wall. I definitely want to kill this spy drone, but I don't want any of my units to die. Let's see if we can just get lucky here. Yeah, there. We should survive. Yep. No problem. Start beating down that gate. Otherwise, I think now we are pretty much just in sort of cleanup mode. I think it's just Gustav himself that needs to be killed. Okay, and he did do some damage to my poor Martyr, who needs a little healing here. This Butcher's almost dead, so we got to make sure we take care of that. There we go. Alright, so now we just have to attack Gustav a little more. Just seeing what we can do. Yeah, let's just go like this. There it is. There's the kill. Wonderful. So Gustav is now in the void, which is excellent. And we really didn't lose too many of our units. Just that one Warg Rider, which is a small price to pay for taking one of Gustav's main cities. In this case, we are going to try to absorb it, I think, because these are pretty powerful, well-developed cities. It looks like this is another just city, so not his throne as far as I can tell. We are going to want to try to take these. I think what we'll do is we'll summon this cherub and go underground here just to see what we can see. Ooh, and is this... Ah, there is the throne city. I wonder if we should maybe try to... Ooh, yeah, let's see. How well defended? Settler, 2 Silver Thanes, a Prospector, one of his heroes. You know what? I think we just focus exclusively on the throne city. So we're going to turn our units around like this. And we're going to get aggressive here. We are going to go try to get him out of the game early if we can. Now, we want to leave a few units probably behind to guard our newly acquired city. We will do that like this. Now, is that enough to really effectively guard the city? I don't know. Probably not. But what matters is trying to get Gustav out of the game here. And if we can capture his throne city while he's in the void, I mean, then it's all she wrote. That will be it. Oh, okay, we can go this... Oh, hang on. It's still mountains, so I don't know that for sure. We might have been able to go that way. It's not a guarantee, though, so... Ultimately, I'm still glad with the way I'm doing this. Make sure we get rid of this spy drone. Okay, so he's going to move up a little. Crossbowman can cruise up, do some heavy damage, and then that should be enough for the kill. Wonderful. So now we don't have to worry about that spy drone sneaking in and stealing our cities or anything like that. One less thing to worry about. There is still the one up here, which would be great to eventually get rid of if we could. And we've got some more goblins moving north to assist. Fertility Rites is done. That is a great resource. Now, Exalted Martyrs would be a phenomenal upgrade. What this does, Martyrs are blessed by God, move beyond their mortal form. Martyrs gain XP 50% faster, and when they hit gold medal, they evolve into an Exalted. And the Exalted retains the Absorb Pain ability, which is wonderful. Now, it's 10 turns, but, I mean, this is super good for us. We only have that one Martyr currently, but that being said, still pretty useful. Order of the Templar Knights, you know, again, pretty good, but the big thing there would just be the spirit protection, since we are going to be fighting a Theocrat. Probably worth it. This just takes so long. I mean, 10 turns. By the time we have it, our Martyr will have probably already leveled up. So I'm going to go for the Order of Templar Knights here, I think. Otherwise, we might as well start summoning another cherub. Alternatively, we could... Where's that mana node? Here we go. We can turn this mana node into a air node. You know what? That'll give us more knowledge income. Let's do that. Kind of like that. It'll take a little while. We probably need more casting points eventually, but for now we're okay. So we will do merchandise in most of these cities, I think. This one, though, let's do a lab just to speed up our research situation a little bit here. This little scout is going to just stay put in the lava where it's a little safer. Normally you wouldn't think being in lava would be safe, but in this situation it actually is. And then we will do the same here with Sundrin and her group. Excellent. Yeah, and this stack will stay put. Alright, that's pretty good. I mean, we dealt a pretty serious blow to Gustav already. And like I said, if we head underground and we manage to take his throne city, then that'll be all she wrote. Alright, these wisps are getting aggressive here. Let's see, maybe we cast a spell to help out if we can afford it. Would be kind of unfortunate to lose our units here. I think what I'll do is I'll get my Swarm Darter in the back. Oh, all we can do is Divine Protection. Ooh. I mean, it's not a bad spell to use, it's just... What I'm hoping they do is they go for my Marauder. I don't know if they will, though. There it is. That's what we need. Oh, shoot, that stun. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Good news is, though, we can kill this one here, no problem. Okay, there's a stun there, but we can get the finish. Excellent. Okay, well, there, we killed the wisps. And hey, look at that. We finished the quest. Ooh, they captured that watchtower. Those satyrs did. That's annoying. I will happily take that reward. And there, they took that watchtower from us. We probably want to get more units up here to maybe guard our cities, but ultimately we should just kill those satyrs. That would be the better option for us, I think. Okay, there, and we did release this one as a vassal, which is good. Forged an alliance. Yeah, just let me know if you want to talk. Now at peace. Become our vassal in a few turns, which is good. Alright, this group is just moving north. I do want to try and kill that army of satyrs, so what I'll do is I'll just group these ones up. And we're going to just go and see if we can take them out. Again, most of these cities we're just going to... You know what, before we do that, let's move our units here, because we might be able to make something happen. Right, Nomlik's going to head underground. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Okay. I think we can take this city, hopefully without too much trouble. Go back. Ooh. Alright, so if we move off of this, go like this. We send these ones underground. They can't quite make it there, which is too bad. So probably better to wait for the reinforcements before we go too aggressive on this, but... Yeah, there. I think probably better to let these units join the party. Yeah, I don't think he's going to have... The only thing that's kind of an incentive to attack now is that Gustav is still in the void, but I don't think it's worth doing if we don't have the extra backup, just because it's a little risky. We don't have units that can easily get over the wall, which is a bit of a problem. That said, I mean, we're facing units that are basically Oh, and they have pass wall. That's how they were able to just kind of move down the wall like that in that last battle. I was wondering how they did that. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I think we'll wait one more turn. That's not going to be the end of the world. Hopefully. Now we'll... Yeah, we just want to go this way. Yeah, Sundrin and Gustav are just moving up then. Nothing fancy there. Grab these mana crystals, because why not? Grab that watchtower as well. Back to our throne. You know what? We could do the laboratory in 3 turns. It's not terrible. Let's do that. And now we got to be careful with our gold, so we will merchandise it up. That's going to do it for that turn. Alright, so this little group, head over here and grab that, and then... Oh, interesting. Okay, so where... I don't know where those satyrs ended up, but we will keep looking for them here, and then we will also head back and try and get rid of this spy drone, too. Now, here's the big thing, though. We could probably... try this siege if it hasn't gotten too nasty, and it hasn't. Okay, great. So let's just head right in and get it done here if we can. Alright, well, here we go. The siege of Gustav's throne city. I think we should be in pretty good shape here. We've definitely got the superior force. Even though he has a bunch of tier 3 units. Oh, going after my poor little cherub. What did that cherub ever do to you? You know what? Just to spite him, I'm going to heal my poor little cherub. Nomlik is going to cruise up along the side here. We will throw on the buff for our butcher. Wargrider's going to go crazy here, right up the middle. Throw our transfer paint on there. You want the cherub? We might as well get aggressive here, send the cherub in. And everybody else is just going to go forward like that. I think that's going to do it for our turn. Yep, there we go. Let's see if he tries another spell here. Yep, there it is. You know what? I'm kind of glad that he wasted his couple of his attacks on my cherub when that's a unit that really doesn't matter to me. So I think that's probably most of the casting points here. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's it. So no more spells for the hero, and since the leader himself is in the void, we should be good to go in terms of no more spells coming at us. All right. Everybody else can just cruise on up. Oh, I forgot. We still have the Evangelist can do a buff here with Touch of Faith. Probably want to do that on the Butcher when we get a chance. Deep Guards can advance aggressively here. And then, you know what? With Nomlik, we might as well get in there behind enemy lines. Since we have the wonderful Golden Wyvern mount. Ouch, that... Ooh, taunted. Okay, I think that means they're just going to get aggressive now. Alright, well, here's an opportunity. We can cruise right up and go for a conversion. Nice. That is lovely. Alright, so now we can start attacking this gate. Very good. You know what? One thing we could do with the Blight Doctor is throw a weaken onto the enemy hero. Now, Nomlik himself, pretty good position at the moment. I think we might as well just leave Nomlik where he is. Don't see any reason to play it too risky. After that Silver Thane a little bit, though. and everybody else can just kind of hang out. We'll keep the martyr back. Going after my evangelist. Ooh, there's a rampage coming our way. Settler is just running away. Alright, so the Silver Thane we've converted is now fighting this Boar Rider. One thing I suppose we could do is drop a heal onto the war. You know what? We're going to actually pull this back. We're going to throw a heal onto the Silver Thane. Yeah, that's wonderful. Get our butchers on either side there. And then I think what we will do with Nomlik actually is cruise up like this and go for a convert on the Boar Rider. Nice. It's going to make things a little easier for us. And, yeah, now our Thane can get in here and start fighting. You know what? We could rampage as well. There we go. I forgot we still got to break down that gate. Whoops. Maybe I shouldn't have rampaged our Thane. Oh well. Alright, now over here we're just going to keep hammering the gate. Try to let ourselves in if we can. We will blast the hero, though. Some pretty good damage there since he's been weakened. Wargrider's a little worse for wear, but not too bad. Yeah, the biggest problem is just we can't get inside the darn fort here. There's that pass wall being used. Ouch. Alright, so our poor evangelist is dead. Whoops. Wasn't paying that close attention. That's too bad. Oh well, small price to pay, I would say. Because now we can... Oh, and shoot, I forgot that when we turn them berserk, they... Oh, that was so stupid of me. When we turn them berserk, they get mind control immunity. Well, whoops. That's kind of silly of me. Oh, well. Alright, let's do some damage there. Well, we're going to kill them off anyway, so... Yeah, I can't believe I made such a silly mistake. Oh, well. Not the end of the world. And then, ooh, good flank shots here. Excellent. We can follow that up with some more damage here. Ooh, yeah. Big damage, actually. Wonderful. Wargrider's going to stay put. And on this side of things, we're just going to finish breaking down that gate, and now we should be able to get in there no problem at all. Martyr taking some punishment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull the Martyr back and swoop on down and drop a big heal. Yeah, it's a shame we lost that Evangelist, but as I said, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. There's that Silver Thane now dead. Oh yeah, and we can blast the hero now for some big, big damage. Everybody else can get in there. And you know what, we can even... Oh yeah, should be able to kill. Yep, there it is. I think it's more or less all done but the crying. We just have to go and kill that settler. And the prospector, of course, which shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Alright, now where is that? Oh my gosh, way back there. Let's get Nomlik going, maybe. Finish breaking down the gate just so we can open that up. And yeah, might as well... I don't think there's really much else we can do, so we will just keep moving here. Let's get Nomlik back there. He's one of the closest, so... One thing, we do have to make sure we get there and do damage soon enough, or else if 5 turns passed, I think we would actually technically lose the battle. So we just have to make sure we get in there. There we go, damaging the settler. And we'll kill it off with Nomlik as well. There we go. And there's a level up for Nomlik, which is great. Excellent. So yeah, kind of stupid and of me that I lost the Evangelist the way I did. But good news is we killed off Gorsmog, which is the big benefit there to that outcome. So let's just jump over and take a look at his items quick. Ooh, okay, he had some items here. There's a musket. Oh, wonderful. He had some torso gear. Had a shield with projectile resistance. Ooh, he had some really good leg gear. Fire protection, extra defense. Let's bring that. Yep. All right, now let's take a quick look at our other heroes and see what they need. Don't have a shield with Sundrin, so we could give her shield. We don't have leg gear with Groshak, so this can go to Groshak. Shield can go to Sundrin. I think we will sell this one because I don't like that it provides spirit weakness, so we'll sell that off. The mining pickaxe is a weapon. It does give Shatter Strike, but I think we have half-decent melee weapons with everybody, so I'm going to just sell that. This one's not bad. It is a polearm, but I think I will sell that as well. Yeah, definitely going to sell that one off. All right, excellent. I suppose we could have hung on to it and given it to Reskar maybe, but if he, I think we get access to him in the next scenario, if I'm not mistaken. That's what one of the comments said, if I remember correctly. But again, big deal there. Turn 11, so we killed him off quickly, which is great, because clearly with all of his cities, he really could have gotten a good snowball going, so I'm glad we were able to make sure he wasn't a threat to us. Yeah, I think this is a great place to end the episode, actually, so let's jump back up to the surface, zoom out. Well, hey, we're basically halfway done. We've killed one of our two opponents, so we will save it right here. I'm going to call this episode 14 because that was actually 13 last time. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.